Hello. Hello, I didn't expect the countdown to play. It took me by surprise a little bit. Good to see you all. Hello, love. I like being called Miss Janice. It makes me feel like Miss Daisy in that movie. Hello, Natalie. We've got it okay, so that's fine. We've got you. Hello, Jill. Lovely to see you. Going to show you a comment. There you go. Jill came and did a one-day workshop retreat with me on Sunday, and it was awesome. We had a great time, and Jill now is on a whole different place on her tarot journey as a result, which is pretty cool. Hello, Devansha. Lovely to see you again. Hi, Karen. I'm very good. Thank you, Karen. Lovely to see you. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Mandy. Oh, it feels like we're friends now, doesn't it? Hey, that's awesome. All right. So what are we doing? Who have we got? We had a question. So we've got a question. So Natalie jumped in with a question. So we'll start off with that. So let me get my cards. Gosh. I'm really grieving the sunshine which has disappeared. It's been so amazing, and I loved it when it was really sunny, and now it's been cloudy. So I'm here on the south coast, and the wind has been gusting. It's unbelievable. It's like gale out there. Even now it's still, gosh, it's incredible. Not working for me, guys. We need the sunshine back. That's for damn sure. Okay, so what have we got? We've got Natalie. All right, what card is meant for you today? All right then, let's have a look. Let's see. This is for Natalie. Okay. Ooh, Natalie, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. That's always very exciting. That's like the Lucky Dip tarot card, isn't it? That's very cool. So the Wheel of Fortune is telling you that this is a bit of a change cycle you're in at the moment, and there will be stuff around you which is changing around you. It's like a kind of recalibration. It's moving you into another chapter. So it's change. It's not change like death is changed. It's not sort of end, you need to get over it and deal with it. It's not that. It's just a shift, and it means that what it is now is going to turn. The wheel turns and you end up in a completely different place. And what's really important to know about the Wheel of Fortune is what you do matters. So when I do readings for people and this shows up, sometimes it's a little bit tricky to see what's going to happen next, because actually what you do at this point is instrumental in your path. So it's like, okay, we're going to shift everything around, and you've got some choices to make, and so flowing with it. So being in flow at the moment, Natalie, is very good, and making sure that you stay in alignment with whatever it is you kind of want without being rigid about it. Allow the energy to guide you, and just stay really positive and stay on message. But yeah, cool. Wheel of Fortune, always exciting, always an exciting ride. I wonder what it's referring to. It doesn't say in that one card. It's just basically telling you that things are about to shift in some way. And yeah, Watch your responses. Watch that they stay positive and empowered. That's really, really important. Good, good, good. Okay, Devanja, let's have a look. Where are you? We're hitting the ground running tonight, aren't we? It's all go. Okay. All right, Devanja. What does Devanja need to know right now? Okay. Let's have a look. The world. Oh, that's very nice, Devanja. So what that's telling you is that you can be really confident that you're on the right track. You need to know that things are moving in the right direction, and actually things are going to work out well. So this is a very positive card. It's very hard to see the world as anything other than positive. So you need to know that things are going to work out well for you. Things are going to work out in the right way. You know that mantra where it says everything is always working out for me? Well, Devanja, this is for you right now. Everything is always working out for you. You've got to stay with that message. And I like, isn't that great? That's really good. We like that. We like the world. It's always nice to deliver the world card. You're on a positive trajectory, so you need to stay with that, and you need to know that, and you need to follow that trail with that in mind. Very good. Very nice. Good stuff. Okay, so we've got this fun message from Love. Who is more accurate, T, me, or Mari B? I like it. It kind of feels like a rap, Love. T, me, or Mari B? Well, that's going to be a bit difficult to tell with just one card because we've got 3 options. But I wonder if I could do it. Let me see if I can do it, Love. Let me see if I can figure out a way of answering that with one card. It's a challenge, but I'm always up for a challenge. Okay, let me see. I've got to think about this for a minute. Right. Right. Okay. Well, here's the tricky thing. Well, I think the answer to your question is there is not exactly an answer, because what I got here is the Hierophant. And as you know, the Hierophant is all about belief systems and what you religiously think. So I have a feeling that T, or me, which is you, Love, or Mari B, I don't think there's much to choose between you. And I think that whatever those 3 things are, because I'm presuming you have a message from T and you and Mari B. I have a right. They're all coming from a way of looking at things, because the Hierophant is, what do you believe? And so it's asking you to decide what you believe is the truth, and what you believe is the truth, and what is the correct way, what you think is the correct way of doing it. That will be the path to take. Okay. It's a tough one, love, to answer with just one card. It is a tough one. But I think that's quite interesting. I don't know the context of your question, but the Hierophant is really telling you that what you, if we're looking at you in this, what you believe to be true is what's going to play out in this. So I think that's really interesting. So feed to me back in the chat what's at the root of this, because there's definitely belief systems in play, and there's definitely, people seeing things from different perspectives. It's almost like they could all be right. Weirdly, they could all be right. But you will make that true depending on what you believe that will come about. That's quite interesting. That feels like a cop-out from me, but that's the only way that I can read that Hierophant card, I think. So love, you tell me what feedback to me what that's about, and let's see if we can make more sense of it, because that is a tricky one, sweetie. You've challenged me there, but your question was so cool. I can't resist it. Okay, we've got Karen. Can you expect good news about your health on Friday? Okay, so what should Karen prepare for with regards to her health on Friday? Okay. Okay. What should Monica prepare? Monica, I see you in WhatsApp. It's okay. I'm saying your name because I see you. I'll get to you. Don't worry. And I'll put your question in WhatsApp and I'll answer it, sweetie. Okay. So this is for Karen, not Monica. This is Karen. Karen wants to know what she should prepare for regarding her health on Friday. Okay, well, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is, I think it's whatever, it's just going to be a continuation. I don't think it will be nice. I don't think it will be good or bad. I think what they're saying is we're just going to persevere. We're just going to carry on because we need more information. We need more. It's just, we've just got to carry on. It's just perseverance, Karen. This is it. I don't think it's a final thing. I think what they're going to say is we've got to do more work. We've got to persevere with something and just keep going with it. So I don't know whether that's good or bad, but I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's the final thing either. I think it's a work in progress. Does that make sense to you? Okay. All right, Monica, I'll have a look. Monica is, I have messages coming in on WhatsApp, and Monica is saying that she has somebody who has red hair who sometimes is challenging or creates problems. I think that's what she said. I'm not surprised. Red-headed people are always a problem, Monica. You just have to, just is the nature of the beast, I'm afraid. Okay. Karen, tell me what that means. Okay, Mandy. So Mandy wants a general card. Yes, you can, Mandy. So let's have a look. Okay, hello, Kira. I see you there. So Mandy wants a general card. So we're going to take a card for guidance from Mandy. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, Mandy, tells you just got to keep going, do the hard yards, darling. Keep going. And you know what? It doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't feel like it's, fun. but it will get you wherever you want to go. So there is a tractor on this card for a reason, because this is all about process. Process is really important. So whatever you're in, whatever process you're in, whatever you're in that you're kind of just working through or working towards something, this is really important. You've got to keep going. You've got to just do the hard yards, because this card tells you if you keep going and you do the process right, you'll get where you want to go. That's slam dunk the thing with this card. All right, we've got the farmer here on the tractor. He plows the field, he plants the seed, he nurtures the seed, he nurtures the plant, he does the harvest, then he does the whole thing again. He does it the right way at the right time. So keep going, sweetie, and you will be successful in whatever it is you want to do as a result. That's really, really important. Let me see. What is this? Love. This card in this deck looks so much like a message for the sacral tractor. Which deck this is? Well, maybe. Which deck is this? This is the life code deck, darling. This is my deck. And it could well be a message for your sacral chakra. It might well be. So what do we have? The Hierophant. So this is at the root of everything, isn't it? So sacral, that is kind of here, isn't it? It's your midriff area, sacral, I think. And it's your action center. It's not root, it's action. But it's where things come from, though. I think it's where we take action from. I think that's true. It's where you have all your kind of active energy. So yes, I would imagine this is life code deck. I always read with the life code deck. It is my deck. This is the thing. So hello, Kira. Hello, Dawn. Okay, so we have a message from Brenda went into hiding, into a long silence, as Earth in relation. What can you expect? Okay, let's have a look. Okay. All right, Brendan, you're going to talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What can Kira expect from Brendan regarding their relationship? I presume that's what the message means. Well, the trouble is, Kira, that Brendan is completely confused. We've got this Seven of Cups card, which is he's just not clear in what he's thinking or feeling at all. And I mean, we've got what should you prepare for from Brendan. I guess what we probably should have done is just taken advice for you, because the trouble is you can't make any decisions. Well, I mean, I think you can really, because to be honest with you, this is off with the fairies, darling. This guy just doesn't know what end is up. I mean, he's off in his head and he's going, well, this might happen, or this might happen, or this might happen, or this might happen. There's nothing solid here at all. So if he's gone into a long silence and has deserted the relationship, this is because on some level he's gone off on his head in some weird fairyland or fantasy land. Let me take a card for you, because Brendan's not going to help us with that. And I've got to be honest with you. I think you should I mean, you know, my advice to you just based on that card is you probably need to get practical, because there isn't any way of dealing with that. And there isn't any way of you being able to really influence it. It's just too floaty. But let me take a guidance card for you, Kira. What should you do for your best happiness about your relationship with Brendan? Oh, interesting. That wasn't what I expected at all. Okay, well, this is persevere. We have to honor the card. We do. So they should just keep going. It's telling you not to give up. So obviously at the moment, Brendan's situation is that he just doesn't know what's going on. And he doesn't have a coherent or practical vision of anything. But what this is telling you to do is just keep going. This is continued mastery. You've got to persevere and just literally just, you know, don't give up, I guess. I mean, I have to say I was surprised at that card. I didn't expect that to come up, but it did. So we have to honor it. Okay. Monica, I can't get to you quite at the moment. I will, though. So, Kira, yeah, so just hang on in there, darling. Just keep on keeping on. Just hold the space. It's not the end of the story. I think that's what you can expect. It's not the end of the story. I think you'll be hearing more from Brendan, if I'm honest. I think that hasn't ended. You're going to need some patience. From looking at that card, you'll probably need some patience, and you're probably just going to have to sit it out for a while, okay? And then see what happens. I would be cautious with that Seven of Cups card if I were you. I would be cautious, because whatever Brendan is thinking or doing, he's really not on solid ground. His castle's in the air. He doesn't know what he wants. And so you've got to be very careful listening to whatever it is he's got to say. And you've got to make sure that whatever is happening between you is built on the ground, built on the earth, not if buts and maybes. So don't do that. Not with that Seven of Cups card. But it's not telling you to give up. So that's okay. Just walk it through. But you're going to have to be a bit patient, I think, because I don't think it's going to resolve very quickly. But I don't think it's over. I don't think the story's over. Okay. Okay, so, all right. So Love wants to know what I meant is it me or Mari B more accurate about tea? I see. I feel like I'm in some weird poet battle here, Love. It's like a poetry slam where we're just gonna. I feel like I need to do my reading for you in rhyme, or you know, was it pentambic iambic or whatever it's called? All right, let's see. Let me ask. Is me or Mari B's more accurate about tea? I see. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. So the way I got round this, Love, was I asked, what does Love need to know about trusting themselves and their own accuracy, right? Which should give you a good idea. And what we've got is the Nine of Cups. So trust yourself. Trust yourself. Whatever it is you think, go with that. Because that Nine of Cups, that is, yes, wishes granted. That's you. Definitely you. So if I had said what would come of trusting you, trusting yourself, and you got a bit more of a challenging card, then probably we would pump for Mari B as being the path to follow. But no, trust yourself for sure. Go for it. Me and Mari see it differently. Yeah, well, that's fine. So you go with how you see it, because that's right for you. And I think that's what the Hierophant was saying, wasn't it? The Hierophant was saying this is all about belief systems. And for you, your way of seeing it is for sure the better way for you. Absolutely. So trust yourself on that. Okay, this is Jill. What does Jill need to know regarding her journey? Okay. Let me see. Oh, interesting. Well, you've got the Eight of Cups, Jill. So something about your journey requires you to leave something behind and to emotionally disconnect. So the Eight of Cups, as we know, as we explored during our day on Sunday, this is telling you that it's necessary action. So it's what needs to happen next. It's the action you need to take in order to move forward positively to the thing that's going to make you happy. Because as we established on the course, what we want most is to be happy. So this is the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is telling you that there's something you need to leave behind, and it's something that you've got an emotional attachment to, and you mustn't think that you can make it work. And I would imagine you probably know what this is. Doesn't feel to me like it's tarot. This feels to me like it's something at the back of you, or something that is that you are emotionally disconnecting from. Anyway, you'll have to look at what that means to you. I have a feeling that inherent in that is some sort of an attachment that makes you feel that you are in some way bound to it, or you need to continue with it, or if you do, you can make it work. And what the card is telling you, don't do that. Just step back and don't cling. I don't know. Let's see how that works for you, Jill. See what that is. I don't think it's talking about your tarot journey. That doesn't feel right to me. It feels like there's something else going on here. There you go. That's all right, love. Thank you, Miss Janice. Oh, I feel like the teacher. I feel like Miss Jones. I feel like love should be giving me a little apple now. Thank you, teacher. World's best teacher on it. Mandy, yes. Well, then, yes, it does take time. Whatever it is, that Knight of Pentacles is going to be really important. Okay. Good. Lovely. Sacral base of the spine. Ah, yes. I think isn't this sacral chakra? Isn't that kind of around your belly button area? Maybe that is the base of the spine with your belly button. Maybe that's right. I'm not an expert at these things. Okay, so Thank you, love. That's great. Hello, Joy. Thank you for that. That's perfect. Okay, so Joy, I'm going to get to you in just a minute. I'm going to do Monica, who's been waiting on WhatsApp for quite some time. Right, hold on one second. All right, I'm going to do that and do this. So this is Monica. There we go. Good stuff. That's all right, Joy. It does take a bit of getting used to, but I've got you. I'll get to you next. Don't worry. What is this? Kira, what card is that? Okay, so that card that I pulled for you was the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is the card of emotional confusion, Kira. So it's where somebody is kind of building castles in the air. So if he ghosted you, if he texted you, then disappeared again, it's just because he's just in this sort of really weird, floaty. He doesn't know what he wants, sweetie. He doesn't know what he wants. He's getting, well, this might happen, and this might happen, and this person might call. So I'm going to tell you that I don't think he's entirely focused on you. I think that's not unsurprising, as he's not texting you. He's not focused on you, but I'll be honest with you, he's not focused on anything, really, right? He's not in the world of solid ground. He's not in the world of clarity. He's just, oh, well, he might even be going, well, I'm going to go and climb Everest, or I'm going to go and take a 90-mile hike, or I'm going to become a speedway driver. And also I could call Kira. I don't know whether any of those things are true, probably none of them. But my point is, it's that kind of energy, okay, where it's a ping pong ball of possibilities that they all keep moving around, and just, this might happen and this might happen. I don't think it's personal, Kira. I don't think it's personal. I just think it's where he is in his head. I think you'll probably hear from him again at some point, right? But you have to be very careful here, because you need to call it what it is. If he texted you, then disappeared again, well, you know what? That's not great. And if I were you, I would. I mean, I know the reading said to persevere and to. That card can mean persevere, but what it's talking about, and I think this is important, is you don't want to go round in circles. You've got to make sure that it gets better. And if it doesn't get better, then nothing is progressing, because the idea of the card is that you need to be making progress. So persevere, and if he contacts you again, see if things improve. So it's not telling you to blank him, but you must stay on solid ground, because he sure as hell isn't. Okay. Right, Monica, let's get back to you. Will Monica connect with the person to help her study, type her papers, work, etc.? Okay, let's have a look. All right. What does Monica need to know about finding the person she's looking for to help her study, type her papers, and do her work? Oh, look at that, same card. So, Monica, what this is telling you is you're gonna have to go through a few. You're gonna have to keep going and persevere. This is about perseverance, continued practice and mastery, and just keeping on. So, Monica, the answer is yes. Will you connect with? The answer is yes, but you're going to have to probably either interview or try out a few different people before you find the right one. But the answer is yes, as long as you're prepared to do that. So it's, again, we're in Pentacles. We're being very practical. We're working through options. We're practicing, we're persevering, and we're keeping going until we get to the place we want to get. All about the process, Monica, all about the process. So the answer is yes. Just keep going with it, right? I hope that helps. Okay, oops, that wasn't the right message to highlight, but that's okay. Joy, right. This is Joy. Joy wants to have a general card. Yes, you can, Joy. Okay, here we go. Okay, Joy, so I'm going to ask for a card for you that says, now is the time for. I like that. Now is the time for. And let's see what it says. This is for Joy Collins. Now is the time for her to. Okay. Now is the time for you to grieve and move on. So look, the Five of Cups is never a great happy card, is it? It's very difficult. You know, it's asking you to be to honor disappointment, to honor grief, but not forever, because you can't stay within the realms of being disappointed or sad or in this place. You cannot stay there for too long. So what's going to be important in this card is that you turn towards the light. So understanding there has been disappointment, understanding there has been sadness, honoring that, giving that proper due diligence. You're not squashing it. You're not making it go away. You're honoring it. Okay. You're honoring this emotional challenge that we have here and sadness. But we cannot stay in that place for very long. Well, for too long, because otherwise we get stuck. And 5 is always a challenge. All 5s in tarot are challenging. And this is an emotional challenge because we're in the Suit of Cups. So it's active emotion. And the active emotion that's going on here is sadness and grief. But the trouble is that what it's telling you is that if you stay in this place, you're not connecting with source. You're not connecting with your intuition. It can, if left too long, become a bit shut down. There is the temptation to just sit there, and that's not going to help. So I hope that helps, Joy. I hope that makes sense to you in some way. Only you know how long is right, but I suspect that it's not long. I suspect moving on from whatever it is that has been sad and disappointing is probably going to be soon. I hope that's okay. Tell me if that resonates with you. Okay. All right. Okay, that's nice. I know exactly what it is. It's not tarot. Coming disconnected from doing sound baths with my crystal singing bowls. Oh, okay. Leaving that behind. That's interesting, isn't it? I wonder why it's asking you to do that. I have to say, I quite like a singing bowl, but that's fair. If that's what it is, that's fair. And you're off looking for the thing that's actually going to make you happy. I think that's quite important. Hello, Claire. How lovely to see you here. How awesome. Okay. All right. card for Claire. So Claire, should we do the same thing? Now is the time for. So Claire is one of my my mastery students. She has qualified, so she is no longer a student. She's a professional, aren't you, Claire? Now she's a professional reader. So I better get it right, or she'll know, right? Okay. So let's have a look. Okay, so this is for Claire. Now is the time for. Claire. Now is not the time for Jean-Paul, Claire. Now it's time for a relationship which is going to make you happy, that you can commit to. For everybody else on the chat, obviously I've mentored Claire, and Claire is, I am congruent with Claire's history, and this card is it's a bit of a regular, I think, Nick, Claire, this whole thing. But anyway, there you go, sweetie. Now is the time to choose. And it could even be, Claire, that it's not even relationship based. It could of course be job wise, couldn't it? It could tell you to commit to that you love. So whether it is relationship based or whether it's career based, it's telling you to look at what you truly love and commit to that. Yeah. And remember, it's always commit to it properly. And it's often not an easy choice, because everybody thinks the Lover's card is a romantic choice. It's not. It's always a very tough choice. And it requires of us, requires commitment. Great. Well, I hope that helps, Claire. That's very interesting. Okay, that's good. Okay, Joy. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry about that. Well, then we must honor that, as we said. We must honor that grief and then move on, as we said. Well, that was fairly on the money, wasn't it? But that makes perfect sense. Great. Okay, so what have we got? So funny. Oh, bless you. Again, I know, Claire, I know, again. Yes. They don't let you off the hook easily, do they? Okay, so I have a message here from Sunny. Will my finances get better in the next 6 months? Let's just put that up. Sunny. Okay. Okay, so this is a message for Sunny. Let's have a look. Okay. Right, Sunny. Will Sunny's finances get better in the next 6 months? Okay, what should Sunny prepare for regarding his finances getting better in the next 6 months? Oh, okay. I think that might be a challenge, Sunny. So the Five of Pentacles is a card of lack. So I would say probably not. But there's more to this card than meets the eye, because it's telling you, Sunny, that you and what is in you is perhaps part of this equation. So this is a card of lack. It can be lack of money, lack of confidence. It's a card of not enough. There isn't enough. I'm not enough. There isn't enough for me. And when you're in this space of not enough, that's what you tend to attract. So however it looks, there are two things you have to do, Sunny. You have to look at what your attitude is towards yourself, what you believe to be true about the environment in which you are, because that's really important. And obviously, again, we've got to look at the process. So you've got to be able to take the right action here, because this is telling you that this little girl there, I know, Sunny, I don't think you're a little girl, matters not. This little girl here is sat out in the cold, feeling like she can't walk through the door where it's warm and all of that stuff. So I think, you see, there is a way through this. I think there's a way through. I think there's a process for you here that you could engage in, but I don't believe that you believe is possible. And I think you've taken it in, this thing of like, no, I don't have enough. There isn't enough. I don't have it, or there is, whatever it is, whatever the message is. You got to get that out of your system, sweetie, because that's not helping you one little bit. Okay, you've got to find the root. It's very practical. It's pentacles. It's down to earth. So all of this lack is only going to echo in on itself. It's like an echo chamber. You've got to be able to see out whatever the evidence says. You've got to see, you've got to find the root out and leave all of that lack mentality behind. Hope that helps. I don't want to do I don't like doing fortune telling that just says, will it, won't it? And so what do we do? What do we do when it doesn't look like we want it to be? What we have to do is we have to find the answer. And that card tells us the answer. That card tells you it's what's going on in you is part of the problem, Sunny. Obviously, it might need a more in-depth reading to figure out what the process is, but nevertheless, it is a key ingredient. Very, very important. Okay. Right, so I have Annalisa. Annalisa. Shall I move out of my flat? Let's have a look. Okay, so this is Annalisa. She wants to know, should she move out of her London flat? Let me see. Okay. Should Annalisa move out of her London flat? So we don't want to ask a yes-no question, do we? We don't like yes-no questions. What we're going to say is guidance to Annalisa regarding her London flat. Not now. Not at the moment. Wait, sit it out, Annalisa. Now is not the time to move out of your London flat, because the Hanged Man tells you that with patience you will see things differently down the road. That's what this tells you. So whatever it is going on that is causing you to think you need to move, whatever that is, just wait for now. Wait for now. Things will either change, or your perception will change, or circumstances will change. You'll get a change of perspective. That was good. No. We got to a yes-no answer anyway, didn't we? So that's all right. We like that. Oops. There we go. Let's take these off. Oh, Janice. Okay, good. So is Karen A not with us tonight? Karen A, are you in the background? And John, are you here? You did say see you Thursday. Are you there, John? John, I've sent your book. It went off today, so you should get it tomorrow or the next day, just to let you know if you are here. I have Rishi. Okay. This is for Rishi. Hello, Summertime. That's lovely. Lovely name. Rishi. Okay. Why? Okay. This is an interesting question. Gina. Bless. Let's see if we can help Rishi. This is such a sweet question. This is Rishi. Why won't Gina go out with me? Oh, bless you. Okay. All right. So we're all going to hold the space for Rishi. Okay. So he wants to know, what is the reason Gina won't go out with him romantically? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, we've got the four of wands here. And I think what that tells you is that she's kind of, I don't know, whatever, she didn't want to go out with anyone, maybe. She's just fine the way she is. I think she's got to a point where she's sort of okay. And she's stabilized herself. Now, this could be because she's been through a bit of a challenge, or, whatever has been going on for her. She's reached a point where she's found a stable place to be. And she doesn't want to destabilize that, you see. And she likes things the way they are, Rishi. And so I think the good news is it's not about you. This doesn't look like a personal decision. It's just she's just not into it right now. Maybe there's a reason she doesn't want to date. I don't think she wants to date. I don't think it's that she doesn't want to date you. I think she just doesn't want to date. I think she's cool the way she is. She's found a place. She's kind of in her place, and she's got everything. She feels stable. She feels okay. And that's the way she wants to keep it right now, darling. So I think you're going to have to just honor that and, make it be known that you're interested when she's ready. But don't push her, because if you push her, it's not going to work, because she's doing it for what she thinks are the right reasons. And that's really important. So stay cool, be in the periphery, but let her work her way through, or do what she's got to do, and the right thing will happen. Okay? That's quite important. Okay, good. Summertime. Let's have a look. We've got a question from Summertime here. Is there still love in Nikki towards me? Okay, let's have a look. So what we're going to ask Summertime is, how can I word this properly? What is the truth of Nikki's feelings regarding love for Summertime? What is the truth in Nikki's feelings regarding love for Summertime? Okay. Let's have a look. Well, Summertime, I think you've got a problem here, because if there is love, he's gonna be really not putting it first. There may well be under the surface, but it doesn't really matter, because it's like he's defending his position. He's gonna be fighting it, okay? He's taking it on. So it's not so much that he's pushing his feelings down. It's more the fact that he thinks other things are more important. Other feelings are more important than love. And those feelings have a great deal of passion associated with them. So this is where somebody is really on the defensive, and it sort of feels like they're a bit on the back foot, and is like really fighting the odds. You can see this knight here, it's firefighting. And so love is not high on the agenda in this energy. Maybe underneath he may, but that's not what's important to him at the moment. What's important to him at the moment is doing this and fighting this battle, fighting to either to be heard, or fighting his agenda to be listened to, or to beat whatever problems he feels he has, or whatever it is. This is completely dominating the landscape and completely dominating his thoughts and feelings. So for you, having him love you is the most important thing. For him, that's not the most important thing. So it therefore becomes kind of irrelevant. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I think it's not quite the right question, right? Let's take another little card for you, Summertime, until a small argument. Yeah, so he's defending his position, right? That's absolutely right. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what. Let me take guidance for you. All right, and let's see what you should do for the best outcome for you, because that's a very big reaction. You don't know what to do. I get it. Well, let's have a look. That's a very big reaction for a small argument. So because it's such a big reaction and it's changed everything, it tells you that that you're not the priority here. So let's take guidance for you, and let's see what it says you should do about the situation for the best outcome for you. Well, what you need to do is just be really confident. Okay, hold the space, be really confident. Don't be needy. Don't be tough love. Just be really confident. Just stand there holding the space. Be strong and lead the way. Just be confident to just keep going. And, I sort of feel that maybe he'll catch up. Whatever it is, you cannot allow this to rock you. All right? You cannot allow it to rock you. This is a Nikki thing, right? And you cannot allow it to make you feel in any way bad about you, because it's not about you. This is just Nikki doing a thing. So you're going to have to stand your ground in a confident way, right? And then allow him to work through it in his own time, right? That's really important. I hope that helps, sweetie. That's a hard one, isn't it? Eh? Yeah, he probably has blown it out of proportion. But you know what? It's never about the thing, is it? There's always a tip of an iceberg. There's always more under the water. So it's not about the thing. Don't think it's about the thing that he got upset about, because there's more to it than that, for sure. And I think he's going to have to work through that. Okay. All right then. Well, who else have I got on my list? I have Mary D. Let's have a look at Mary D. Mary D wants to know, okay, I am feeling stuck. What should I do? That's all right, summertime, my pleasure. So this is for Mary D. Mary's feeling stuck. She wants to know what she should do. So we're going to take some guidance for Mary D. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. So we've got wisdom here. Wisdom is a rebadging of the traditional judgment card for any of you tarot students on the call. And it tells you that in order to get unstuck, Mary, what you're going to have to do is have a little bit of a reboot, because you can't get unstuck doing what you've been doing. That's for sure. So it's going to require you to stop and go, okay, let's have a look at what's led me here, what decisions I've made to this point, and without any blame or any emotion or any self-recrimination or any hate or anger towards anybody else, without anything at all, just look at the sum of what's happened and go, okay, I can see what happened there, what happened there, what happened there. What could I have done differently, and what should I do differently now moving forward? Because this is about learning from experience. It's called wisdom, right? Because we've been there, we've done a few things, we've got some experience, and now we have to make that experience count by making it better moving on. We have to be born again. And we have to be born again, but with knowledge this time. So start again, Mary. Clear the decks and go, right, now I've got to start from the ground up and rebuild, right? So whatever has brought you to feeling stuck, you've got to investigate where you've been, because it's not just about taking one new action or two new actions. This is about a bit of a reboot, bit of a life reboot. Okay, it's not a small card, but it's a very powerful card, and it's very important. Good stuff. All right, let me see. I've got some more questions from off chat here. What have we got? I've got Rob. Oh, okay. Let's answer Rob's question. Rob, this is a bit heartfelt. I seem to find my there we go. This is a big one. Right, so Rob, this is a big question, Rob, to answer with one card. But we'll do our best. It's not quite the same as feeling stuck, is it? So we had the last one was about feeling stuck. This is not quite about feeling stuck. This is just about feeling lost. So, and I think what's really nice on these calls is if we can all hold the space for everybody who has a reading. If we can all, collectively hold that energy for them. Because when you ask a question like this, and you're making yourself very vulnerable, and it's quite a brave thing to do, right? To ask a question like this. So well done, Rob. Well done for being brave enough to ask. Let me see if I can help. Well, there we are. The Sun. Now, I like that answer because it's an unexpected card, but it makes a lot of sense. Because, okay, so the way I read tarot, everybody, is that we see tarot as a system, and tarot is like a guidance system. And one of the bits of wisdom that tarot gives us is that joy is not an optional extra. And this is really important because many of us have been brought up and taught from parents and school and life and whatever, and I don't know, Daily Mail, whatever it is, whatever the harbingers of doom are in your life, that joy is not your priority. You got to be doing the hard yards. That's your priority. And you get joy only if you're fleetingly, if at all. That's not what tarot tells us. Tarot tells us that unless you know how joy feels, you've got no litmus test to find out what's right for you. Rob can't find his way because he isn't prioritizing joy. Now, when I talk about joy, I'm not talking about just going down the pub and having some drinks. I'm not talking about just a bit of gratification. What I'm talking about is a life experience that lights you up, that makes you feel alive, and actually takes you out of yourself so you can see almost from a sort of a helicopter view. Because when we feel joy, when we're in that point where we go, oh, yes, all of a sudden we feel like we can see from the top of a mountain. There's nothing hidden. And everything seems clear and everything seems in light, which is where enlightenment comes from. So, Rob, you're going to have a really stern word with yourself about what choices you've made and why. And then look at how you could do something, put things in play that would give you real proper pleasure, that make you feel delighted with yourself. Because feeling delighted with yourself, everybody on this call, is absolutely fundamentally necessary. Because if we don't feel delighted with ourselves, how the hell do we know how we're going to live? We've got to feel pleased with what we're doing. We've got to feel proud of ourselves. And Rob, this is what needs to happen here. You need to find your way back to experiences in life that light you up, that raise your vibration. That might sound a bit woo-woo in the context of where you are, but nevertheless, it means the same. Raise your vibration just means that you feel like you're more powerful. You feel more confident. You feel like you know what's right for you. So I hope that's helpful, Rob. I don't want it to sound trite. I know that it's not easy. And I know that if we're used to seeing life in a certain way, that is really difficult. It's really difficult. So we really do need to take it seriously. Joy is not something that we should take lightly. We need to make it part of our lives in what way is right for each of us, because it won't be the same. We don't all experience joy from the same things. We have to find what lights us up, gives us confidence, makes us see life clearly without any fear in the way. Hope that's okay. That was a big one. Gosh, that was a lot. Okay, all right. So if anybody else has any messages on the chat, do put them in. I've got a few more on here. I've got Isla here. Oh no, before I do Isla, let's do Tilly. Tilly, we've got a spiritual question from Tilly. Let's answer Tilly's question. Okay. What do my guides want to say to me? Whoops. Typing Janice. There we are. So this is for Tilly. Tilly wants to know what do her guides want to say to her. So we're gonna ask that now. Okay. I have a question also in WhatsApp. Okay. All right. So let's have a look. So Tilly, what do Tilly's guides want to say to her? Oh, that's lovely. We've had this already today. This is the world. They want to tell you that they're proud of you, Tilly, and that you're doing good. Probably that you're going to be successful in whatever it is you're going to do. This is a lovely, lovely message. So they're really, really egging you on. This basically says they're proud of you, right? They say you're great. You're as good as it gets, Tilly. This is lovely. What a lovely, lovely card from your guides. That's so sweet. That's wonderful. That's really simple, Tilly. They're very proud of you, and they want you to know that you're on the right track, and you're going to do good. You're going to do all right. So well done. Very nice. Okay, we like that. Now I have a WhatsApp message as well. Lizette. Okay. Right, hold on. Let me just. Lizette can't get on. Type it here. Okay, there we go. Right. So, Lizette, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, what have we got? We've got Chico. Hello, Chico. Lovely to meet you. Happy to be here. What should I expect in the next 60 days? Okay. Hello, Danny. Nice to see you too. And the Valley, you can hear me. Okay, Lizette, just type it in WhatsApp and I'll pick it up from there. So this is Chico. Okay. Okay. Chico. What should Chico prepare for in the next 60 days? Okay, well, we've got the Emperor, Chico, and that's quite a tough love card. So this is where the next 60 days are going to be quite strict, and it's going to be really important for you to be aware and in tune with necessary boundaries, structure, self-discipline. You have to follow the rules. Whether this is you or whether this is someone around you doesn't make any difference. You've got to get there. You've got to kind of like work with it. So this is where we have to manage our emotions in order to get through a situation. Okay, this is really important. So whatever this is, you've got to make sure you stay firm your side. You don't allow emotions to take the lead, and you make sure that where there are clean boundaries applied, where there are clear boundaries applied, stick with them. Either you set those boundaries or somebody else will set the boundaries, but that's what this is all going to be about, and that's to the good. Does that make sense? That's to the good. Very good. That will work out well if you do that. That's very good. Okay, good stuff. And we have Danny Fenner. What can I expect to happen in July? Does that make sense to you, Chico? Does that resonate with what you're seeing, or what is congruent with your situation? If not, doesn't matter. It will serve you well. I promise. Okay, so Danny. Okay, so what should Danny prepare for in July? Ooh. So here we go. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. We've had this tonight already as well. So the Wheel of Fortune, Danny, is telling you that this is a change month. So whatever happens this month, you won't expect it. It's not like the Tower where it's like, no, it's all falling apart. It's not that. But it's more like a kind of twist of circumstance, okay, where you're being moved into the next chapter. And that's quite important, okay? So events changing around you so that you're not where you were. And whatever it is now, it won't be at the end of July. That's for sure. And what's important in that, as we said before, is what you do, because you will have choices. You can't control what's going on, that's for sure. So forget that. You can't control it. Whatever happens, it will just happen, and it won't be something that's planned, and it will just come out. It will just move things around, right? But you will have choices within that. And those choices will set your path for the next chapter. Very, very important. So prepare for the unexpected, Danny, but make sure you flow with it. Make sure you're not fixed in any way, that you're not fixed to a way things have to be. And make sure that you stay fluid, and that you've got your focus on what will work out positively within the circumstances you're faced with. All right. So don't respond negatively to anything. Remember, everything is working out for me. If you remember that, then it will, because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. Okay. So we've got the Valiant. Oh, I say. Okay. Is he a master manipulator, or just a person who is not well and hurts others involuntarily? Hello, John. Lovely to see you tonight. I wondered if you were here. Okay, so this is for the Valiant. This is a big question, isn't it? The Valiant. That's quite Viking, isn't it? Okay. Is he a master manipulator? Someone who is not well and hurts others involuntarily. I need to give a little bit of thought to how to ask this question, because obviously, look, we've got a one card, and that question is making assumptions about the other person, which either may or may not be true, right? So what we have to do is, I think, step back and say, Valiant, What should you respond with for your best happiness? How should you respond to this? Or whoever this is, how should you respond to them for your best happiness? Because I would almost say it probably doesn't matter whether he's a master manipulator or someone who's not well and hurts others. Who cares? What's important is you and your happiness, right? Their motivation or situation is not your responsibility. So let's have a look at the Valiant and let's ask what you should do for your best happiness and your best well-being. Okay, that's the most important thing here. Okay. So advice to you about this person to whom you're referring. Interesting. Well, what we've got here is we've got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is the Nightmare card. So it's telling you not to be afraid, and it's telling you that what's happening with your fear is causing you to respond in a certain way. So a lot of what's going on with whoever this person is fear. And for you, you've got the Valiant, right? So you're going to have to just know that whatever it is you're thinking about this person, I think it's fear-based. And if you could make your decision without fear, that's what you should do. Whatever you think you should do, if you weren't afraid or you weren't anxious or you didn't have these thoughts in your head that says, yeah, but maybe he'll do that and maybe he'll do that and then it will be this awful thing will happen, right? Whatever this is a lot of anxiety in this picture, right? Take what action you need to take without the benefit of fear making your decisions for you. Right? Very, very important. And that will guide you correctly. That will guide you, Valiant. Okay? I think whatever this situation is, it's got you kind of hogtied, isn't it? It's got you tied up in a bit of a mind prison. And I don't think you can fix it. Yeah, I don't think you can fix it, sweetie. I think whoever it is obviously really screwing up your health, right? And it's very important that you drop all the fear and you ask yourself, if I wasn't afraid, what would I do? Okay? Your connection is not working. Is that your connection to him or your connection to the live? I'm not really sure. I think you really need to think, Valiant, that this person is not going to be to your best happiness. He's not doing your confidence any good, and you're not seeing clearly. And I think that's the problem. You're not seeing clearly. You've got this kind of darkness all around you, and you can't see through it. And so, what would it look like if you weren't scared? What would you do if you didn't have the anxiety? Write down a list of everything that is kind of haunting you, that just makes you feel that you're a bit trapped. Because that's how it feels to me when I look at that energy. You just feel trapped. I hope that helps a little bit, darling. I know it doesn't look like an easy situation. All right. But you know what? Whatever his reasons are, they matter not. They really matter not. It doesn't matter whether he's not well and accidentally hurts people. It doesn't matter whether he's a master manipulator. What matters is what it's doing to you. That's all that matters. Okay? Nothing else should be under consideration. Good. That's my feeling. Okay, so who have we got next? We've got Karen Kennedy Stewart. You can ask me a question. Can you tell me where my relationship with my son is going, please? I can try. I can certainly try. Okay. Okay. Okay, Karen, let's have a look. Right. What should Karen prepare for regarding the future of her relationship with her son? Okay. Well, interesting. If you've got the 8 of Cups here, and the 8 of Cups is you're just overthinking, and it's just going round and round and round and round and round and round. So what this looks like is you're trying to think your way out of a situation where you can't. It's almost like, feels like, well, if I do that, I can't do that. If I do that, I can't do that. And it's overthinking. It's paralysis by analysis is the tag that always goes with this card. So the message with this card is always one step at a time. So there isn't like a point at which this is gonna just fix. So whatever the situation is, you've got to literally, it's baby steps. So it's just what is the next thing you could do and the next thing you could do, because this is a process that's going to take some time, I think. So whatever it is you need to do, I asked for another guidance card for you because this doesn't tell you anything really other than just do it one step at a time. And I asked how you should be guided, and what we've got is we've got the Ace of Cups, which is emotional honesty and authenticity and love. So one step at a time with love and emotional honesty. So just baby steps. That then will lead you. So it's little decisions. So I don't think that your relationship with your son is made. I don't think there's like a point. I think it's a process that you're just working through, which is going to change and morph over time. But so be guided. Make each next step guided by love and honesty and how you really feel. I think that's, be guided by what you know, what's in your heart you should do, and then little baby steps, and that relationship will then open up, and you'll see a real difference. And I think, if you follow that, follow your heart, follow what you know to be right, just little steps, I think you'll find that you come to a good place, at least a better place. But it's not, there's not an end here. So that's where it's going. It's going through that process. I hope that's okay, Karen. I hope that helps a little bit. That's right. That's right. John, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe. I always forget to say it. do please like the stream. Do please subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, thank you, John, for reminding me. Somebody blooming well has to. John also says that he decided to join the running club and the audition went well. I'm really glad. I got your email, John. I've been flat out all day, but I did get your email. I heard that it went well. I'm so glad. And I think it will lead to you doing what you want to do. So Karen, I kind of understood that from the energy, but just walk it through, stay in love, let your intuition guide you. Don't push, baby steps, right? Baby steps. And I think it'll be okay. All right. It'll change and morph as things go. Lovely. All right, John. Okay, let's have a look. Have an opportunity to undertake voice training of the 4th of July. How will this go? Let's see. Right. Good. All right. John, you've got Knight of Pentacles and you are a tarot reader, so you will know what that says. That says you've just got to keep going with it. And it might take a bit longer than you think. It feels like it's, it's going to take you a little while. But if you keep going with it, John, it's a process. Again, we're in process. That's important. Keep going with the process and you'll get where you want to go, for sure. You'll get there. I don't think you're going to massively enjoy it, John, if I'm honest with you. You're not going to hate it. It's not horrible, but I think you might find it a little bit dull. Kind of bit dull. A little bit. I don't think it's going to buzz you up, put it like that, because this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a bit slow moving, just doing the hard yards, but it's worth it. The point is with the Knight of Pentacles that it's always worth it. It's doing it right, doing it in the right order, in the right way, so that you can get the result you want. Good. We like that. I hope that helps. Getting married in September and I'm not invited. Oh man, that's really hard, Karen. Still this time, but let me take a card for you about that, because that's really hard, isn't it? That would be a special kind of ouch for a mother. That would be a special kind of ouch. So let's have a look. Okay, guidance to you around that. Wow, okay. Something to do with him having to make some sort of a choice. I don't think it's just his decision. I think he's probably being influenced. Your guidance is the 9 of Wands, which is you need to be really resilient here. And it's not promising you a happy outcome, but it is telling you that you've just got to be prepared. That's really hard. I can't promise you an easy fix. I think let me ask a question for you. Yeah, Oh, it looks a bit stuck, doesn't it, darling? I think it's just you're just gonna have to walk this through and send love. Just keep sending love. That's all you can do here. Keep sending love, keep taking baby steps. I'm not sure there's going to be a massive shift soon, but I do think incrementally it will ultimately help, right? It's a very tough one. There are choices that have been made here which I think have influenced matters, and there seems to be some stuck energy in there. Keep sending love. That's all you can do. Keep sending love, and that's it. Okay, I'm sorry for that. That's very hard indeed. Yes, John, it's going to be a marathon, not a race. It is, but you will get there, John. You will get where you want to go, for sure. Okay, so I have a message here from, oh, hold on, no, I didn't do Lizette. Okay, all right, let's have a look. So, all right, I'm just going to copy and paste this from WhatsApp. Here we go. So this is Lizette. There we are. And let's put that up. All right. Right. Will Earl change his mind about me at any time? All right. So let's ask Lizette. Let's ask what she should prepare for from Earl with regards to changing his mind. That would work, wouldn't it? What should Lizette prepare for from Earl with regards to changing his mind about their relationship? All right. So what we have here is the 6 of Lynette. Sorry. Oh, and I do apologize, Lynette. You know who you are. Probably just my typing. So what we have here is the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is a relationship where one person will always be in charge of what's given, and one person will always want more. So the thing is, you see, that even if Earl does change his mind, you're never going to be an equal partner in this relationship, Lynette. It's just, it's the balance of power in this situation is off. And, you know, even if he comes back, which he might do, I mean, maybe it certainly doesn't say won't. In fact, it sort of says that he's dangling the possibility that's probably what will happen. He'll dangle the possibility of it at you and kind of just hold it as a biscuit. It's not great. And I would suggest that you decide, who are you? Are you the boy or the dog? Because right now, Earl is the boy, which makes you the dog, which means you are sitting and waiting for your biscuit. And that's no good for anyone, because you don't want to be a dog, Lynette. You want to be a person, and you want to have an equal share of the biscuit. Or you want to have 2 biscuits. I don't know. But whatever it is, you don't want to be waiting for crumbs, do you? And that's what's going to happen here. You're going to get crumbs. It's not something which is going to make you really happy. And right now, I reckon, looking at this card, you think if Earl comes back and changes his mind, that's just the thing that's going to make you happy. Because what you don't want is to stay the way you feel at the moment. And I get that. I get the fact that you think, well, I'm unhappy, so as long as Earl comes back, that'll make me happy. At least I won't be as unhappy as I am now. But the trouble is, ultimately, you will. And ultimately, you're shortchanging yourself. There you go. It's Janice, the tough love queen, Lynette, giving it to you straight there. I think you can do better. I know. So why are you hanging around where you're only getting crumbs of it? Why are you hanging around, Lynette, when he's only giving you bits and pieces? You deserve more. You want love, go get it. Just not from Earl. Because make Earl sit and beg for some biscuit. Sorry. That was probably still. I know. Felt emotionally attached to your age. Are you serious? Sweet, sorry. I'm just saying to everyone, I've got messages coming from Lynette on WhatsApp. And she's gorgeous, right? She's gorgeous. What are you doing? I wish you could reverse it. Don't. Move on. Don't reverse it. Don't go back. Move forward. That's gone. Done. You find love. He's younger by 10 years. So what? Then he's a baby. Find a grown-up. I'm being mean. Still, nevertheless, we do let people muck us around, don't we, guys? That's what we do. We give them all this power over us. And we think we don't have the power to be happy, and we do. Yes. Thank you, Lynette. Come on, girl. You know the truth. All right. So I want to do this one for Jamie. I think I'm going a bit mad here. He came back. Yeah, he came back and pulled back. Well, of course he does, because that's what he's going to do, sweetie. Call it. Move on, really, darling. So, Jamie, this is for Jamie. I want to do this one for Jamie, because this is an important question, actually. And this is what a lot of people are going through at the moment. There we are. So this is for Jamie, and Jamie wants to know, should I skip going to uni in September? That's quite a big decision, isn't it? That's a very big decision. So let's see if we can help Jamie. Okay, guidance to Jamie about going to uni in September. Okay. Guidance to uni. Guidance to Jamie about going to uni in September. Well, I think not. I think yes. I see this is the work card. This is very practical. And this is where you work to gain experience. And I suppose what it's doing, Jamie, is it's asking you what you want to do. It's not asking you, it's not saying that uni is absolutely necessary. It isn't, but it is saying what role do you want to take? Now, look, if Jamie, for instance, if you wanted to be a doctor, then, still maybe taking a year out and going to work isn't a bad thing. This is about getting experience and doing practical work, teamwork, working with other people. So look, if I was going to absolutely nail it, I would say probably this says take a year and work, get some work experience, because this doesn't really tell you, this wouldn't be about going to uni. This is about getting practical experience out in the world. So, Jamie, I think you should perhaps do that for a year and then see where you're at. And that will probably give you the information you need to know what to do next. Interesting. Big question. Lots of kids are questioning this now with all the debt and everything going on. It's a big one, isn't it? So, tell me, what do you think about this, guys? I've been thinking about maybe inviting another reader onto the live with me. What do you think? Would that be fun? Would it be fun to have two readers and we could tag team it? What do you want? Or are you just happy with just me? I feel like I hear the sound of my own voice for an hour and a half. I feel like it must be a lot. Would it be fun to get another reader on? What do we think? Anybody think? What do you think about that? Anyone have an opinion? Or has everybody gone home? Oh, well, thank you, Lizette. Happy with you, but it might be interesting. Yes, do it. I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun. There's a guy on TikTok, actually, who invited me on his live. I never actually went on. He's quite a character. And he has a very specific way of reading. He's very definite in the way he reads. And he's very traditional. He doesn't read with my deck. He reads, he's an absolute dyed-in-the-wool Rider-Waite reader. And he's a lot more gypsy than I am. So you would get a more traditional tarot reading experience from him. I might message him and just ask him if he's around, and I could just see. I was watching some of his TikToks there, and I thought, well, that might be interesting. I wonder if we'll get him on and see what he does. And you might like to follow him on TikTok as well. He's quite a character, this guy. Quite a character. And I quite like that. I thought that might make quite a fun live for everybody. But anyway, I'll have a chat to him and let's see what he does and see if he's interested. All right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Well, thank you, Jill. That's very kind of you. It might be interesting for a session, wouldn't it, as an experiment to have a guest? We could have like a guest every other week and see what happens with that. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, different people's interpretations are different. We had, and this won't make sense to anybody who isn't a tarot reader, but he was talking about a card called the Seven of Swords, which is a card of deception. And I'll just see if I can quickly find it. They're always at the bottom of the deck when I try and find them. I don't know why I don't just search from the bottom of the deck first, really. Can I find it? I won't go crazy. Yes, I'll have to. If I carry on like this, I'm going to have to join John on his voice training sessions. John, we can go together. Okay, I don't know where it's gone. What did I do with it? Anyway, the Seven of Swords is a card of. Oh, there it is. So this is my version. So it's somebody behaving less than honestly, and oh, bless you, Monica. This is kind of someone behaving less than honesty, and he was bemoaning the fact that people were being all new agey about the Seven of Swords, and he said, no, it just means someone's going to nick your purse. That's all. Someone's going to nick your purse. It just made me laugh. But well, I mean, they might, but he's very forthright, and I do quite like he calls a spade, so he would be interesting to get on. But anyway, yes, it would be interesting, Karen, wouldn't it? I'll ask him and let's see. All right, off we go. I'm going to have a glass of wine. Do you know what I have out the back? I have a demijohn, which I never bottled, of rosehip wine that I made in 2023 that has been sitting in the demijohn. And so I'm going to go and have a glass of rosehip wine because that's the kind of girl I am, right? Lovely to see you all, and I'll be back next week. I hope you'll join me. I'll see if Cougar, as his name is, I'll see if Cougar will join us. If not, it'll be just me. But anyway, have a lovely week, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.